Another edition of Salty on Religion, and sporting my new Hornet Fixer shirt. I think I just broke some. Anyway, it's hunting season. Getting ready to head out and enjoy the land that God has made for us. And I wanted to follow up on a video I made the other day. Well, uploaded the other day. I made it quite a while ago. It's about how bad do you want it? And as a Christian, Christians aren't immune to anything, really. But Christians aren't immune to being focused on the wrong things. And what brought this to mind was when I was in church and there was a sermon. It was about what is your focus, what is your end goal, and it's kind of timely, and I'll talk about that later. But it was about this guy. I never heard of him until the sermon, but apparently he's pretty well known in charitable organizations. Albeit I think he died in 1974, but his name was Robert Pierce, or Bob Pierce, and he founded World Vision, I think. Anyway, put the link. There's a wiki, and his organization was a noble one in that he started the organization to feed hungry people. I don't remember quite how the story goes, but he was a missionary and he saw the hunger and the problems with lack of food, and so he started his organization to try to get food to hungry people, which I'm all for that. But the problem wasn't his goal. The problem was he wanted it to happen in his time, and he was very focused on his work, and that's the key. It was all about his work, not God's work, his work. And he was frustrated with the board of the organization in that they didn't have the same sense of urgency that he had. And going back to the video I made about how badly do you want it? I mean, this guy wanted bad. I mean, that was his life focus. That was his. This is just from the sermon, but supposedly there's a biography or something. But he wanted it so bad. It was the focus of his life, and it was so all-consuming in him that his wife eventually left him. His family kind of alienated him, or he alienated his family, and he finally quit the organization that he helped found, World Vision, and started another organization. Now, he wasn't a bad man, but it just goes to show you that even good intentions, when they're all-consuming, can kind of work counter to what you're trying to do. And there's another, hang on, I wrote it down. And there's a song which comes to mind called I Created You. And I hear that on the Christian rock station all the time, which came to mind when I heard about this guy, and that, we as Christians or as just good people, it breaks our heart to see and hear about all the suffering in the world, and kind of goes back to another video that I made about why does God let bad things happen to good people or to innocent people. And the tie-in is, God created us to help each other and to have a relationship with Him. And just as, of course, this is from a Christian point of view, you don't have to believe it. Just as God created us and to help each other. You know, in the same sense, Bob Pierce was uh, supposedly what God, what Bob Pierce felt. Why God put him on earth was to help people, and the song "God Created You" says, you know, the lyrics I'm paraphrasing is, you know, I shook my fist at God and said, you know, why do you let this happen? And God said, well, that's why I created you, was to be my hands and do the good works to help reduce the suffering. So, where am I going with all this? I'm going, where I'm going is, even with, even though it's good to focus on doing good things, you still have to focus on the right reason why you're doing good things. Um, and, and maybe it was meant to be that that's how his life was supposed to end. You know, even he did create World Vision, which I have no idea if, you know, it sounds like a good organization. I don't profess to know anything about them, good, bad, indifferent. But he created a charitable organization, so that was a good outcome. And but his focus was credit to himself, from what I was told. I don't know, I don't profess, but just kind of using that as an example, if you do good things, not for the sake of doing good things, but to give yourself praise, to give yourself affirmation, in 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 the context of Christianity, that's not necessarily a good thing. And I don't necessarily believe that. I you know, there is, I do like to be proud of myself. I do like to be appreciative and admire the things that I've done. Is that a bad thing? I don't know. But to make that the focus of why you do or don't do things, I think is not healthy. So, yeah, that's that is Salty on Religion for today. What do you think? Is it right to do the right things for the wrong reasons? I don't know. Let me know. Catch you later. Bye.